Hello class, and welcome to lesson 5.0c. Today we're going to learn about squaring a binomial. This is a new one, and we're going to relate it to the FOIL, or multiplying binomials, that we talked about last class. So we're going to do the warm-ups, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to do a little different than today. I'm actually going to pause it, and when you unpause it, you're going to see the answers, and then I'm going to explain it with the answer. So I'd like you to try these. Watch these couple, folks, because this one's tricky. Watch your exponents in this one. And folks, I want to just explain too before we get going. So in order to do this, you're going to take whatever's out front and multiply it by whatever's inside. So you take the 3b and multiply it by everything, and then you take the positive 5 and multiply it by everything. So it's similar to FOIL, but it's more related to distributive law. Okay, and you're going to be doing that. Here's a hint for number 3. You're going to be multiplying, doing the second set first, and then you're going to do distributive law in kind of like you did in number 2. So I'm going to pause the video, and then when you come back, you're going to see the answers, and I'll explain them, okay? Hello, class. Welcome back. Hopefully, I'm just going to hide this to system tray, if it'll let me. Okay, it's not going to, so we'll just leave that there for now. Okay, so taking a look, ladies and gentlemen, at the solutions here. First one is distributive law, so you multiply everything through, and it's in highest degree order. Second one is FOIL, first outside, inside, last. Don't forget to collect like terms and put it in order. The third one is a couple different FOILs, so you have to do this one, leave the negative sign out front. Okay, and I'm okay, ladies and gentlemen, in here if you collect like terms. Some people will leave these as is and then collect like terms after, but you need to make sure that you watch your signs here and you multiply everything through by the negative. Then you can collect like terms at the end, and you end up with this trinomial. Taking a look at D, you could have done 2 different ways. In the blue, ladies and gentlemen, you expand each one. Okay, so you find 2x squared y twice. It's to the power 2, so you write it down twice, and the second term you write down 3 times because it's cubed, and then you multiply through. Or, ladies and gentlemen, you could individually do each term. So for example, take a look at the first term. 2 squared is 4, and then apply the exponent laws to get you that. And the second term, be careful if you're doing this, folks. It's negative times negative times negative gives you negative, and negative 3 times negative 3 times negative 3 is negative 27. And power of a power law is, remember, when you got exponents raised to exponents, that's the power of a power law. So you got to multiply those exponents. All right. And number 2, ladies and gentlemen, we learned it's kind of like a distributive law. When you take a binomial and times a trinomial, you're going to have 6 terms. You're multiplying all of them. Then you collect like terms before you do the substitution. So you sub in, b equals -1. And be careful when you sub in that it's related to the cubic or squared first before you multiply either the 14 or the 12. Okay? Collect like terms, and then you solve that after you substitute in. Last one, ladies and gentlemen, it was tricky. It was a binomial times a binomial times a binomial. I choose to always do the second 2 first and then apply the first one after. So you FOIL the second and third one, collect like terms, and then you apply whatever's out front. You multiply by every term inside. So you do kind of 2 distributive laws here, guys. It's kind of like that. Okay, and collect like terms, and you get that solution. All right, taking a look at our new thing we're going to learn today. It's called squaring a binomial. Let's see if I can minimize that. Maybe, there we go. Okay, so our lesson today is squaring a binomial. So basically, ladies and gentlemen, if we take a look at what we did last day, and we did FOIL, first would be v squared, outside would be -4v, inside would be -4v again, and last is going to be plus 16. Collect like terms, and you've got v squared minus 8v plus 16. Okay? The one thing I want you to note here, folks, is to note the same middle terms. That will always be true when you're squaring a binomial. Okay? All right? So just remember, guys, to square 5 is 5 squared. That's in exponential form. And then you expand it is 5 times 5. And numerical answer is 25. To square a binomial is s plus 2 squared, and then you would expand it just like we have up here, s plus 2 times s plus 2. Okay, and we'll just finish this one off to show you that example again. So first is going to be s squared, outside is going to be plus 2s, inside is going to be plus 2s, and last is going to be plus 4. Okay, collecting like terms, we've got 4s plus 4. Notice again, folks, the same two middle terms are equal. Okay, there are two ways, ladies and gentlemen, that I'm going to show you how to square a binomial. So the first one is what we kind of just did here in this example. What you're going to do is write it in expanded form, then use FOIL and collect like terms. This, however, takes 3 lines. If you like shortcuts, stay attention to part B because it's a little quicker, although it requires more mathematical mental math. Okay, so first of all, we're going to expand this through. So g plus 3 times g plus 3, use FOIL. So g squared plus 3g plus 3, sorry, j, I don't know why I'm saying g, sorry guys, plus 9. Collect like terms, so it's j squared plus 6j plus 9. Apologize for the g's versus j's. I do know my alphabet. Haha. Okay, let's try example 2. Expand it out. So it's going to be, I just got to fix my sign here, p minus 5 times p minus 5. Okay, FOIL it through, p squared minus 5p minus 5p plus 25, and collect like terms. So p squared minus 10p plus 25. Okay, last one. It's a little harder because we've got more than one variable. So let's take a look at doing this. So we're going to go 4r minus 3q times 4r minus 3q. Okay, so when we multiply the first, it's going to be 16r squared. When we do the outside, it's going to be minus 12qr. Inside, plus 12qr. And last is going to be plus 9q squared. Okay, I apologize. I've got one sign wrong in the middle here. My fault. Can I erase this? Just give me 1 second. Need to get a small eraser on. Erase that. I apologize. It should be negative because they should be the same. My fault. Okay, collect like terms. So it's going to be minus 24qr and then plus 9q squared. And again, folks, when you got more than one variable, I forgot my r, sorry. When you got more than one variable, ladies and gentlemen, you don't worry about the degree order. All right, so that is the first method. Expand, use FOIL, collect like terms. That takes 3 lines. However, I'm going to show you a shortcut, and if you're trying to take or planning to take grade 11 university math, this is the one we prefer you to get to by grade 11. Okay? The good news about this shortcut, folks, is it's 1 line. Okay? Follow me with this. The first one says square the first. So I'm going to square the first, so j times j is j squared. Double the product. So it means double means 2 times. What's my product? What are my terms? J and positive 3. So multiply those together. So 2 times 3 is 6j. So it's going to be plus 6j. And then the last one is to square the last. So square the last, 3 times 3 is positive 9. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the double the product comes from the realization that the 2 middle terms are the same, so you're going to double them. Okay, so that's why we double them, because it occurs twice. Okay, all right, let's take a look at the next one. Let's try it without the color coding. So square the first, p times p is p squared. Double the product. I usually tend to do this. Write this out on the side or in a margin, so I show my work. So it's going to be minus 10p, and then square the last is positive 25. Okay, last one. This one's a little harder. Okay, square the first, so 4 times 4 is 16. R times R is 16 squared, right? Then double the product. 2 times 4r times negative 3q. Okay, so it's going to be negative, and then we've got 24 qr. Okay, and square the last. Negative times the negative is a positive. 3 times 3 is 9, and q times q is q squared. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So for tonight's homework, please try to do some from each. I know you might start with this method A, but method B is going to save you a lot of time in the long run, especially if you're planning to take 3U, 4U math. Okay, so here's your homework today, folks. Algebra worksheet number 2, numbers 2 to 9, A, C, E only, and your answers are in the back of the book. Have a great day, folks, and we'll see you later.